what you're getting paid.
But there's courts for that.
That's the thing. If when I'm doing data, you were telling yourself, you know what, I'm gonna master this parenting thing, you would learn. Zindones tengwayo for umdana. Learn, like, okay, those are known and all that stuff. Do you give yourself homework? Go and buy. I know a friend of mine who has a guy who doesn't give her money. That guy goes and buys zonke izinto at one goal.
And is she satisfied with everything?
She's satisfied.
Because the child then gets what?
Exactly.
Okay.
But then again, can I say,
save all
like
the
going
amount
back
of
to
money.
single parenting, what
Yes.
TSC and 50 are saying, like there are girls who actually push the guys away. You understand? By making ridiculous demands and being ridiculous and making noise all the time and being nasty all the time, and then you end up umuntu wesilisa pushing,
And
being
harassing
pushed
our
away.
current girlfriends.
That I understand. And actually, we were talking about it, me and my boyfriend last night. But then, if you can't, like with my baby daddy, because he had like issues with family and stuff, I said to him, if you cannot be there physically and emotionally, I understand because of whatever circumstances that are there. But then be there financially, because personally you can't. Your physical being cannot be there, your emotional being cannot be there. Be there financially, and you failed.
Yes.
You understand? So I said, okay, Gushuguti, you don't want to, so it's fine. We are spiel fair, you see. But there are women who actually push guys away. It's not just abanye babo, they just run because it's nice. Abanye babo, they actually love about baby mama, but then about baby mama and nabazal babo about baby mama, they just too much for the guys to handle, and then they end up, you know.
But that's the thing, to say that you're being pushed by a woman away from your child, I don't think it makes sense.
No.
Yes, the woman might drive you crazy.
Yes.
Drive yourself away from the woman,
That's
but
what I'm
don't
saying.
drive yourself
That's
away
what
from
I'm
the
saying.
child.
He's
What
gonna
happens, John?
provide for the child, but
Because the
he's
thing
not
is,
gonna be there.
even there's a situation whereby mom harassed. The one guy went to his social workers, and I said, I don't want him anymore. I mean, her anymore. But in the full role.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
then
it's
a
possible.
social worker was a
Yes.
mediator. So when they say, okay, we are pambanisa.
Yes.
It's not an excuse.
Sometimes,
That's why I said,
Andifuni.
wait. That's why I said
But
to 50 there's
ngiyawuthanda
courts
umntanami.
for that. That's why I said to 50 there's courts
But
for
sometimes
that.
it happens like this, and your family, not when your family denies me the opportunity to
The
play a
social
role.
workers,
I was going to say that.
the social
Denies me the
workers,
opportunity to play
social
a role
workers
in my
are
child.
darling family yako. Social workers.
In a case like that.
So I said to, if you are a guy, you know what courts do to children. I am telling
So
you,
do you know
I
what?
was telling a
Ma-
court
ma-
in
ma-
Australia.
ma-
It's
ma-
about
my
social
first-
workers.
My
if
first
your
child.
family
social
denies,
Okay.
My first child.
Let's
The
calm
family
down.
of the mother
Yes.
wanted me to pay damages.
Yes.
And then they said to me it will be 8 cows if those cows are alive. Or if the cows are dead, one cow cost 10,000 rand, which is 80,000 rand in total.
Yes.
For damages,
You know,
in that
for damages only. You know,
What is
and
that?
I'm not allowed to see the child before I pay that amount. You know, so those are kind of the kind of.
And you cannot include social workers there, kakulu, because of it's a culture thing. They're gonna tell you, Guti, this is our culture, this is how you
I
do
believe
things.
no, you can.
You can, but to a certain extent, no.
I believe, for instance, you didn't have the 80,000, but you wanted to play a role. Then what? That's where options are. You have exhausted the options, and you're like, social worker, I don't have
And then
80,000,
the family
but
don't
I
like,
want to
this is
play a
our
role
culture, this is
in
how we
my
do
life.
things.
And you find out that when
No,
you
social workers don't enter into culture. They do, but
They do.
to a certain extent.
So are you
to a
saying
certain
that
extent?
I feel men, they don't walk a mile?
No, mina I feel
extra
Uguti,
mile.
there's a point where women have to admit Uguti nabo are responsible to a certain extent. It's not just.
Like
Mina-
you see that these like women are chasing men away. Ne? They are even denying like their children an opportunity to have a father figure in their lives. Because when a child like grows until the age of 16, 18, he then starts questioning the mother. Where's my father? And even if you're gonna hide the father,
No, I chase your father
the
away.
boy
That's
will start like
ridiculous.
asking
How can I
questions.
chase
and
a man
he
who's
will
a-
make sure that
who
his
has
father-
said it to
there are
teeth?
people in the community that have been denied a role in their child's life.
Okay, wait. Let's all calm down. You guys can hear for yourself. You can see there is different opinions. We are going to take a few minutes break, and then we'll be back to continue with the topic.
For the youth, by the youth, from the sun to the moon, we go shoot for the stars, the black hole.
Ukuba single parent kuya-affect ingane kakhulu ngoba ingane igcina kuba khona izinto engakwazi ukuzenzela zona because ikhuliswa umama oyedwa, mhlawumbe ikhuliswa umama okanye ikhuliswa ubaba wayo, so iba nenkinga ngezinye izinto zakababa wayo okanye ibe nenkinga ezinto zakamama wayo, so ayikwazi ukukhula inalo lathando labazali bethu end up mhlambe ithola uthando kwabanye abantu emzini yabantu ngoba njengoba ikhula ibuka ezinye izinto kwezinye ingane esikoleni.
Welcome back, and we are still talking about single parenting. We have had so many points from the panel. One of is that culture plays a very big role in separating children with their parents. Tsietsi, you said that without paying damages, the family from the mother's side was saying you won't be able to have access to your child. How did that make you feel? And if that actually did happen, what steps would you have taken in order to make sure that you are in your child's life?
Yeah, like the steps that I've taken is that I told the mother of the kids, which is my girlfriend by then, and then we agreed on like she'll make a plan for me to see a child every now and then that's what happened, you know. But so then until the family found out that she's busy like connecting with me or contacting me, and then they disowned her, you know. Yeah, so that's what happened.
So it is a very deep issue, and it's a problem. Do you think culture is a problem, Situ?
Yes, culture does play a vital role, you know. But I also think in Romana, my mom, as much as she was my mom and
Yes.
was my legal guardian or my parent, I know that, okay, boyfriend doesn't have this kind of amount of money. Mama, Ubani doesn't have the money. But Ubani wants to play a role on his child or her child's life, you know. So what else? What can we do? You know, I feel at times Nati we shield our kakulu with this cultural thing.
Yes.
And we forget, you know, we have responsibilities to play, you know, in our kids' life, in our children's life. You know, culture now, I could imagine to 80,000 ongenayo uzoqala ngaphi raise 80,000, you know. And then iminyaka iyahamba, you don't see your child. You don't have the 80,000. Maybe it take you 10 years to have 80,000. What then? You know, and now the answers and the questions also pendula from this child. Probably Bona, your mom and your family, they're dead. The answers are there for you to be answered. Your child is asking you, Mama, why did you let Oma Kul say this and do this and this and this and this and that?
I hear what you're saying. I believe that if both parents would play an important role in their child's life, then we would have a better society, because they would be learning things from the mother's side and the father's side. How important is your relationship to your child?
Well, it's quite.
And what role do you think it's gonna play on his life? Sorry.
Well, it's quite important, like being there for my child, and I have to be there and make sure that he meets my other siblings, like my brother's children, like my sister's children. So they need to meet and become one big family. You know, I think that's one of the main important things. And my child also needs to learn about my culture, about my traditions, and the way we do things at home.
For the benefit of you, or okay.
Of his upbringing. And that also creates some sort of structure and indlela, like it also creates structure and indlela, like who's part and that way, so he knows like the rules in order to call yourself part of the family. You have to follow certain things and certain rules, and you cannot do A, B, C, and D. Like maybe, for example, smoke weed and drugs. You cannot call yourself Uzulu, but you smoke weed and do drugs there. That thing is unacceptable at home. That's how we grew up, and that's what I hope to project in his life too.
Of course, see, it is usually said that a child that grows up without their father, then they end up having behavioral problems and baby daddy issues, and they end up having those issues in their own relationships and then transferring them to their own children. Do you have a support structure also, since the father of your child is not around? And how important do you think the male figure is to your child's life? Because you have a daughter, right? Yes.
Okay, with me, I was very lucky because my dad was there from the beginning. So we kind of like have a male figure. And then with regards to a child turning out to be wretched and stuff, I think not having a male figure does play a role. But I think umntwana, if it agezwa, then agezwa indalo, whether ubaba ukhona or ubaba akekho, because bakhona abantwana bangezwa ubaba lokho ekhona. You understand? I just think mhlambe even if like wena as a mother, how strict you are to that child, you know, because I know I'm very strict, and I wouldn't have a child ungenzeli hlolingayazi, you know. So it just depends which, you know, how the child is brought up by you when as a single parent. Yes, it does play a role in terms of them when they grow, and then their how they see men, but I just think if the umntwana akafuna ukuzwa, then angeke ezezwe. You know, there's just
and you just teach her values and principles and morals of life.
Are they right?
What do you think, Setu, about this?
Well, sometimes it does play a role ebomini bomntana indoba there is no father figure, especially when it comes to amantombazana, you know, because umntana ukhule ngayazi that fatherly love, you know, that male love, you know, and then umntana is coming of age. The first boy who throws the LOVE term, she gets absorbed by that thing. I believe it, because to her, all of her life, she has had upper subconscious mind a definition yothando, what is love according to her. You know, things about uthando, it's about arrows, zihlabe, cupids and stuff like that. Ufumaniseke abantwana bethu bagaxeleka ezintweni whereby they get pregnant at a very young age, not because umntana was being promiscuous, but umntana wanted to fill that void yothando, ufuna uthando ngumuntu ongutata outside umalume, outside brother wakhe, outside ubhuti wakhe, you know. And zizinto isociety yethu ofuneka sithethile. I believe nathi as mothers we have to talk about them nabantwana bethu, you know.
But what if the father is there but is not showing any love or any kind of responsibility in the house? Then what? Because if I'm your mother and I'm showing you love, what other love do you want?
Hence I'm saying, I've been seeing a point that we as mothers, we have a role, you know, especially if we are in a circumstance where, for instance, as I'm raising Kayone, Kayone, a stick is a stick. Also, I have to be frank. Kayone this and this and this and that. And then we prepare abantwana bethu. And I've been through the same predicaments because I was raised by a single parent. I've been lied to, I've been fooled. Sometimes I even know I'm like, okay, fine. I just want to screw him also. Fine.